Okay, so far in the program we've covered the fundamentals, sort of the foundational stuff of coaching. So the key skills, the issue around directive and non-directive. Yeah, and we've talked about some structure that you might bring. And that feels like that's the real stuff, that's the bread and butter of coaching. And then alongside that, sometimes it can be really helpful to introduce some specific techniques or tools. Now, it's really important that we ensure that when we do introduce them, we're introducing them for the benefit of the person we are coaching, not just because I like them. So it's really important that you do consider when are these going to be most useful. Now, one of the most popular tools that it happens in coaching is a thing called scaling. It comes from some solution-focused approaches. And it's literally you have a continuum of 1 to 10 and you ask people where they sit on that continuum. So for example, they might say, let's go back to using presentations again. I'd like to be able to work on my presentation skills. Where do you feel or think you are now out of a scale of 1 to 10? You know, where would you put yourself? Well, I think I'm probably a 3. Okay, so it starts to get them to evaluate, and then you can ask some really interesting questions about, well, tell me what happens at a number 3? What are you doing that means that you're a number 3, not a number 2 or a number 4? What is it that you're actually doing at a number 3? And where would a useful step be? So what would 3.5 be? What would you be doing different at 3.5? So it can be a really useful tool to help people explore. So that would be an example of one coaching tool. And again, there's more stuff on the website. And on the website, you'll find a number of other different tools and techniques that you could introduce into a coaching session. And we would encourage you, as you do your coaching diary for the hours that you need to do for the qualification, that you experiment with trying out these tools and techniques and how do they benefit the coach. The coachee, you might get some feedback from them about how useful they found these different approaches, these different tools.